Hi, oh, how are we going? Welcome to another round of Red Ski's Righteous Readings, raw and righteous as always. Welcome to the August round of readings, and as you can tell, I am at a different location. I had a weird July month where I sort of got displaced out of my normal area, but that's okay because no matter where you go, you can do a reading. So these will be running readings. Red Skis are running readings, I guess you could say, because we're in Heidi time. So nevertheless, I've got some lovely new cards that I want to display for today's reading. I haven't even opened them yet, except for quick look. So I'm very excited to share these cards with you today, Cancer. So let me not get too far ahead of myself though. So at the beginning, so we're doing the August round of readings for Cancer, obviously, Sun, Moon, Rising. I also want to let you know that we are going back to the Celtic Cross with clarifiers for all. Your connection spread, your love reading will definitely still be happening. It will be separate as it has been previously. The you and them spread. Yes. I'm very excited today to do readings because I've actually not picked up a tarot card for about today's we're going into early hours Sunday morning now, since Monday. And that's the longest I've gone in the last, oh dear, at least 6 years straight without touching a deck of tarot cards at least once a day. Yes, it's been hard. It's been really, really hard. But I'm very much looking forward to today's reading for you guys. So we'll be looking at what's coming in for my beautiful Cancers, my beautiful crab gang for August 2021. Don't forget, if you enjoy this, like, share it, but most importantly, subscribe to the channel. I would love for you to join me over there. I'm hoping once I go back to my normal setup, my normal we can, I really want to move forward with lives. It's just at the moment everything has been so displaced, and I don't even have internet sort of where I am, not enough to really do all that with at the moment. It's just last minute grab and go kind of thing, last minute, I guess you could say, holiday for a break, much needed one. But when I wasn't expecting to not pick up a deck of tarot cards though for so many days. That was not part of my plan. Even though I had them with me, I just wasn't able to. It's really weird. I can't really explain it. I've had a really, really odd week. But feeling good, and I'm really excited about doing this reading today. So bear with me. I might be a bit slower and a bit more, docile than usual. I must admit, it's very early hours of the morning here at about 2:30 a.m. on a Sunday morning, because I'm in very close quarters with my children, and to have any chance of doing these readings, I have to do it while they're asleep. So it's been an experience, one I won't forget too quickly, that's for sure. But nevertheless, I'm really happy just to be here. So nevertheless, thank you for listening to my shitty rant. I obviously I haven't had a lot of people around to chat to, so even just talking to my camera on my phone at the moment is extremely good because it feels like I'm actually having an adult conversation, even if it is with myself. So now that I've just basically admitted to everyone that I am mental and crazy, let's hit it and move forward with this reading. I am very stoked. So, Cancer. Let's see what's coming in for August. And as I said, we are going back to the full Celtic Cross with clarifiers. I got to admit, where I am, there is no nail polish or remover, so I am really ghastly looking at these nails. But just try not to hold it against me. Alright. Cancer, please, spirits and guides. Dear spirits and guides, messages for Cancer, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for August 2021. Doing a Celtic cross reading today. For Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for August 2021. Three of Cups just wanted to show its face. Could be celebrating a lot at the moment, or a third party issue coming together, solace. Cancer, please, spirits and guides for August 2020. Last shuffle. Cancer. Okay, Cancer, let's see what's coming up for August 2021. Dear divine spirits and guides, what can Cancer expect for August 2021? Where is Cancer currently in August 2021? Okay. I'll explain the cards at the end, guys. Crowning. Cancer's foundational energy for August 2021, please, spirits and guides. What's Cancer's foundational energy for August? Wow, Spirit wants to give you your whole reading. Blink and you'll miss it. But if you sit within it at that moment, you'll enjoy it. I don't know who that's for. That's what I'm hearing. Enjoy it in the moment while it lasts. So at the bottom of the deck we have the Knight of Pentacles. Very grounded. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest of the four knights. Pentacle, earth energy. They're always constantly assessing before, taking another step. If we were to talk about the Knight of Pentacles in a timeline, we'd be talking years. They move very slow, but they bring with them so much. It's well-awaited energy. It's all in that patience. This reflects someone that's very mature and responsible, reliable, methodical, very, very patient and persistent. I cannot stress that enough. But they have this ability to conclude a task, no matter how laborious or how time-consuming. They're very organized. They're very, constantly assessing, constantly readjusting, moving with the earth rather than forcing against it, It's well worth the wait. And this is the bottom of the deck, so this is just an underlying energy. I feel like you've been waiting for something for a very long time, Cancer. Maybe it's a dream since you were very, long time past, or, maybe it was that dream job or a job that you once, really wanted, and you sort of put it in the, I'll never be able to do that, it's too hard basket. But I'm seeing there may be something coming in, something out of left field, but something that has been known to you before, or been thought of by you before, if that makes sense. Not recently though, past years, past. And this opportunity, person, place, thing, whatever this is going to spark the imagination of it again, about maybe this is something that you could do, or something that is possible, or just even spark the idea of what if. You know, sometimes just the what if is so strong, just to have the thought that it's a possibility, even if it doesn't eventuate. It gives you a real spark in the dark, you know, a real ignition, a real whole new perception and concept and attitude. So coming into this reading, you currently, energy Cancer, you're coming in as the Emperor here. Aries energy, also major arcana. This is someone that's very worldly, commands power, very smart, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very, come to me in a sec. Very authoritative, very stable though, a lot of confidence. You know, they're very influential. That's what I was looking for. Influential. Very you know, very like royalty. You look up to them. They have a stature. They have a not just a presence. They have a real commanding of title kind of thing. It's a real sensation as well of domination of intelligence over reason, over emotions as well, and passion. It's intellect over all else. I'm also hearing information is key. Oh, sorry, no, information is king. Sorry, information is king. King. To have information is king. Information is worth a lot, I think, is the general consensus there. The more information you have, the richer you are, the more king you are, the higher up you are. Which is kind of like the Emperor. Very intellectual, knows a lot, speaks hardly anything, but it's all in there. He knows what's going on. He knows it. Can't fool an Emperor. And they embody all of us. The crossing obstacles issues card, things that might be coming in through August that might be a bit needing to pay attention to. Four of Cups. You're really having a lot of wariness at the moment. Could be a bit disappointed through a bitter experience, or just taking a stationary period in life. I call this my meh card because everything that's being offered isn't really enticing you at the moment. You're just like meh. You know, there's options here, but nah, can't really be bloody bothered kind of thing. Could, shoulda, nah. Just want to sit here under the tree and just daydream and just not have to worry about, you know, anything really. There's nothing I want to put my effort into, or put my love into, or put all my eggs into. I'd just rather sit here and wait. Watching the tide roll away. Or just sitting on the dock of a bay, wasting time. That's pretty much, yeah, what Spirit is saying here. Crowning of this reading, the hanging above all of this, is a card of much importance. It's major arcana, sign of Libra. We do have justice, but in its reverse coming through. So in the forefront of this reading, we really do feel that there has been some bias here, some false accusations. Severity in judgment handed towards you, or intolerance, unfairness. There's been some bigotry perhaps towards you. Someone passing judgments against you, assumptions, unfair ones. You feel like you've been unfairly treated, or that you've been made an example of here. Feeling a bit bitter about it, I feel too. But in your foundation of this reading, this is what's grounding you, and you are very grounded even through all this injustice, is Temperance, sign of Sagittarius, coming through now. So I've got 3 star signs on the board already: Aries, Libra, and now Saggy. Temperance is really talking about that fusion of moderation, patience, frugality. It's talking about temperance and patience itself, but accomplishment through self-control. Harmony, the mixing and bringing together into perfect union, managing that, fusing that, adjusting to that, with good influence, consolidation, and having a successful combination by making all the indifference work for you and blending it and fusing it. But being so damn patient and so damn grounded through some tumultuous times, or when you feel that people are being ugly or, being biased against you. You stand within your temperate energy, which is being patient, allowing the tide to flow over, through, and around, not losing your balance by just allowing it all to flow. Past energy leaving you now, we have the Six of Cups. Very nostalgic energy here. We really are thinking, feeling, memories, past influences in the past as well, position, things that have vanished. Childhood past, nostalgic ideas, thoughts, memories, faded images, a time long since past, a time not here now. You were very living in the past, I feel, Cancer, in the past. But you've not got that frame of mind now, not looking at things in that way now. You're more current rather than comparing everything to time, everything now to things long. Hey, let me repeat that, sorry. Comparing everything in the past to things the way they are now. You're not doing that now. Everything was, oh, well, back in my day, or, we didn't do it like that then. It shouldn't be done like that. Really living in the past, really being ingrained in the past to the point where you may not be current. But in the future energy, coming into, well, the current and future, Five of Swords reversed. So this does talk about an uncertain outlook, a chance of loss or defeat, feeling a great deal of weakness, feeling like it's make or break time, feeling like everything is hanging by a knife's edge of the sword, and one false move and you'll be cut away at the seams. You'll be defeated, you'll be deflated. And it's not just the feeling of loss, it's feeling of losing it all, like it's all coming down. It's real fear, it's a real fear. Future energy was the Five of Swords reversed. Advice from Spirit is the Five of Wands. 2 5s coming through here strong. So the advice from Spirit is there will be some unsatisfied desires, some struggles through August. You're going to have to be very laborious because there's going to be some obstacles and maybe even some violent strife or clashes that you're going to have to deal with. And they're going to need your attention. Otherwise they may come from left of field and sort of almost, bowl you over. You won't be prepared. You must have the wand at the ready, just in case. Outsiders looking in, so this is outsider views looking in, not necessarily what's actually going on with you, but how they perceive it. The Page of Cups reversed, so they perceive someone that is deviating from where they should be. Very susceptible to outside influences, things that probably aren't for the best. They see you as someone that's very distracted in the now, maybe temporary distraction, or someone coming in and seducing you, flattering you, just getting your eyes to wander off the goals, off of the things you need to be doing, distracting you, getting you all up in your head, confusing you a little bit, desolidifying and destabling your solidness and your view, your pace. Hopes and fears is the Fool. We want to live free, but we don't want to lack discipline or to be negligent. We want to have the freedom to, have a night off, but at the same time not be seen as a bad role model, a bad person, a bad influence. We want to be able to just be a little foolish and a little naive sometimes. But we don't want to be seen as irrational, immature, and delirious and crazy. We want to be seen with enthusiasm, with, frenzy, folly, extravagance, not being someone that's insecure and naive. The outcome for the reading is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is a very faithful and loyal person. Pages are younger individuals too, usually adolescents or children. But they're very loyal and very faithful, the Page of Wands. They're a real trusted friend or a stranger with really good intentions. But they are very consistent. Could be a bearer of very important news or news coming in. Hearing something via your child perhaps, or through a younger counterpart. It's that feeling of wanting a youthful view and a youthful passion again, Cancer. Wanting to have that, like I said, the Fool, that folly, that frenzy, but without being seen as naive, stupid, childish. You want to be childlike, but not childish. That could be the title for this. I want to be childlike, not childish. It's interesting because I don't know why, but I think sets of twos are going to be very important for you during August, because we have the 2 5s, the 5 of Swords reversed, and then we have the 5 of Wands. We have that Page of Cups reversed, and then the Page of Wands upright. We have 4 major arcana here, which is, double twos. A lot of twos via symmetricalness, like mirrored kind of thing. Just feel like twos are very important to you during August, and I don't know why, but you're moving. Something's moving towards you, or you're moving towards it. That Knight of Pentacles, that underlying card of the deck, really to speak about something is coming that's been a long time or forgotten, but it is coming. To clarify this, I am going to get the lovely new deck that I briefly touched base on about earlier. Okay, this is going to be groovy. Let's grab it. So these are the new beautiful cards. I bought them mainly for these beautiful cutesy designs. They're lovely thick hard-carded, extremely cheap deck, to be quite honest. But as I said, that wasn't the reason I bought them. They are, I don't know, there's just something about them that I really enjoyed. Pink colour and they're not your typical tarot deck, I've got to admit. They're like a learner's deck, but I love them. Okay, let's get clarification of this reading for Cancer. Cancer, please, spirits and guides, clarification of this reading for August 2021. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus of that sign. Has a wonderful book that comes with it. It does not explain reversals though, which you know how pissed off I get when they do that. But at the same point, honestly, I give full kudos to this deck. It's a lovely deck, especially if you're learning. For Cancer now, please, spirits and guides, clarification of this reading for August 2021. Okay, let's cut this baby. clarifying this reading for Cancer, please, spirits and guides. The Emperor, can we please have clarification of the Emperor energy? Clarifying the Emperor, please. Clarifying the Emperor, please. Okay, we have the Star. Clarifying the Four of Cups, we have the Two of Wands. And clarifying Justice, we have the King of Pentacles reversed. Temperance card, please. Could you please clarify? Yes, we can. We have Judgment reversed. Interesting. To clarify the Six of Cups, we have the Ten of Swords. To clarify the Five of Swords reversed, we have the Six of Wands reversed. Clarifying the Five of Wands, we have the Three of Swords. Clarifying the Page of Cups reversed, we have the Four of Swords. Clarifying the Fool, we have the King of Wands. And clarifying our outcome of the Page of Wands, we have the Queen of Swords with the Ace of Wands. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Now this is very interesting as the underlying energy especially. And let me explain why. Seven of Pentacles, when it's reversed, really does talk about a lot of impatience here, wanting something to grow very quickly. Could be losing some money around this or using some unwise investments, trying to push something forward fast. But it's about maybe needing to separate yourself from this for a period of time, because you're putting in the effort in all the wrong ways. You're being impatient, irrational, a little bit imprudent, but most of all you're making unwise investments, and it's leading to a loss of money and or monetary means and or funds. The old saying, pissing away the pentacle, basically. Trying to bring something in, but instead it's not so much bringing it in, it's drowning financial opportunity out. It's like the pokies, for example. I hate using them as the example because I really do hate them machines. And you don't hear me say the word hate very often because it's not a word I would normally use. But when it comes to them gambling machines, I do say that because they are the tools of the devil, I've always said. They just gobble like a big cookie monster eating your dollar. But basically that's like the consensus, you know. Eventually I'll have a win. Eventually I'll have a win. Just keep putting in the money. Putting in the money. It's, you know, you may never have a payoff day, but you're still putting in the money. There's no payoff to be had here. You're just pissing away the pentacle. Okay? That's sort of what I'm getting at. The long way around. Okay. So you currently, we had that Emperor energy. This is backed by the Star energy. I like this. And we have two star signs backing each other there, with Emperor being Aries star sign. The Star, of course, being Aquarius's major arcana as well. And two majors in your current position is very, very prevalent. You're really going through some shit right now. Not bad, just it's happening for you now. You know, this is very strong energy. The Emperor backed with that Star. This really does speak to me about the fact you're in your power, you're in your element, you're standing with authority, with commandness, with respect from others and your peers, admiration. But not only that, you have intelligence here, mind over, you know, heart, feeling, passion. You are an intellectual being with real dominance, and the Star is saying your wishes are coming true. You're making shit happen through your power, through your intellect, through your vocalization. What you say becomes law and it becomes done. You know, it's that boss energy of, you know. And with the Star backing that, it's saying your hopes, your dreams, your wishes are being fulfilled or are being heard. Things are really turning in your time, in your favor. You know, you've got hope, faith. You're backing yourself, I want to say, Cancer. You're backing yourself. And I love to see this for Cancer. Because so often people say Cancer's so emotional and so this, so that. Hey, when Cancers are on it, they're on it. They're to a T, to a point. Just because you're emotionally invested doesn't make you emotionally unstable. The crossing obstacles or issues, we had the Four of Cups, and this is clarified by the Two of Wands. That Four of Cups, remember, my Mech card, got a lot of options, don't really want to pick anything at the moment, nothing's really tantalizing the taste buds, nothing's really making me want to, come out of this shady spot in the corner. The Two of Wands clarifying this is it's really speaking an atonement to really needing to make a decision, or you're going through a period of reflection. It could be something in the past, but something to fix up or finish off. Forgetting that there are other things to do that are also worthy of your time or attention, and remembering the other worthy things in life that need to be done. My advice with this card would be, if you make a clear decision about where you attend and where your time is going and get on with it, then things will get better. You need to make a decision here. We can't sit under a shady tree forever going meh at every opportunity that comes by. Eventually opportunities will stop. Eventually there'll just be nothing to do. You won't just be bored. You've got to make your move. It's time to make your move now. The crowning hanging above you, we had the Justice in reverse, sign of Libra, back with the King of Pentacles reversed. Now this speaks an atonement to injustice, bias, feeling as if there's been bigotry or severity in judgment towards you. Someone's been impartial and unfair towards you in judgments of you, and you feel an injustice here. The King of Pentacles reverse talks about corruption, someone using any means to achieve their desires, and they're being unfaithful and or untruthful and or vicious. I'm seeing that they're passing judgment or trying to get others to, or just making life a little bit hellish for you. And that's funny because the foundation of the reading, we had that Temperance energy, and that's backed by Judgment in reverse. So again, you're trying to be, patient, temperate, go with the fusion of what's needed here. But at the end of the day, you feel as if these judgments aren't going in your favor, that you're being harshly judged, made an example of, being ridiculed perhaps, feeling as if there has been a bias here again, as I was saying before as well, feeling that there has been a failure to face facts. There's a lot of disappointment around this. It could even be a divorce. You've tried to be temperate, be have a heart, but yeah, there could be a separation here of sorts, but there really is a feeling of alienation. Past energy leaving you now, we had that Six of Cups, and that's backed by the Ten of Swords. So that Six of Cups was very nostalgic energy, thinking about the past, things long by, living in the past, memories, nostalgic. Ten of Swords is being extremely afflicted through pain, through ruin, through mental anguish, desolation, misfortune, disappointment. Looking at the past to where you are now, and you are very disappointed from where it was to where it is and where you wanted it to be. There's just a disunionment, a fragmented view that this isn't quite, the past is so nostalgic, but it brings in so much pain thinking about it. It brings in the feeling that you are now very misfortunate, and just a lot of disappointment about the way it all played out from then till now. Future energy coming in, we have that Five of Swords reversed, and this is backed by the Six of Wands reversed. So when we're talking about that Five of Swords reversed, we are talking about some chance of loss or defeat, weakness, and uncertain outlook. And we back that with that Six of Wands reversed. This again speaks about fear, disloyalty, maybe some superficial benefits or inclusive gains, but really feeling as if There's a lot of apprehension here, a lot of fear here. Indefinite delay and or disloyalty around this. Maybe someone that you trusted, maybe not trustworthy, or you feel as if you're letting yourself down. I think there's a bit of a feeling that if you don't succumb to other people's thoughts and or opinions, that maybe there's a chance that you could be seen as very disloyal. You don't want to be seen as disloyal, but you don't want to be a sheep either. You want to have your own opinions. And I'm seeing there's causing in the future energy some disjointment there. Advice from Spirit, 5 of Wands, 3 of Swords. Battles are going to happen, strives, obstacles are going to need to be overcome. There's going to be a laboriousness to this because there is heartbreak here. There is absence, sorrow and disappointment. Separation here. Spirit is saying you must fight on and go forward. Sometimes we don't agree. Sometimes that does end in heartbreak, in sorrow. But you must stick up for yourself and what you believe in and not succumb to others and bullying tactics. Outsiders looking in, so this is outsiders' views, not necessarily what's actually going on with you. It's just how they perceive it, how they see it. Page of Cups reverse, 4 of Swords. Page of Cups reverse was talking about an individual that is being very distracted, maybe seduced, but they're deviating through being very susceptible to other people's notions and or guidance, which isn't for their highest of good. It's taking them off the path. It's pulling them away from where they should be. The 4 of Swords as well speaks in atonement to really needing to abandon, retreat, have some rest now, needing to replenish through solitude and respite and exile. You need to get away from this person that's taking you off your journey. This is outsiders viewing you. Hopes and fears, the Fool and the King of Wands. You want to have a chance to just be kind of free and be a little silly, be a little foolish, but you don't want to be seen as someone that's, stupid. I hate that word, but foolish or naive or insecure or crazy or delirious. You want to be enthusiastically free and have a little folly in between. The King of Wands, however, is speaking really about being very honest though. You're being honest about, as best as you can, about how you are, how you think, feel at this time. But you're being very mature, being very wise, and you are being very devoted to things that are important. You're very educated. There's this feeling of just wanting to be respected, even if you are foolish. It's like if I let my hair down and be a little wild and crazy, be a little stupid, be a little childlike, I'm going to be seen as less than, as a fool. The outcome, with that Page of Wands backed by the Queen of Swords, backed by the Ace of Wands. The Page of Wands was speaking about someone very faithful, loyal, trusted friend, a stranger with good intentions, but someone very consistent, someone that could bear news for you too. That Queen of Swords is really speaking about someone that is very quick-witted, very perceptive, subtle, but someone that knows what it's like to have loss and now uses their intellect over their heart so they don't get hurt. They're very quick-witted, minded. They use their words like razors, and they cut deep. This with the Ace of Wands, a creation, a beginning, an invention, a start of an undertaking, an enterprise, an inheritance, perhaps a birth of a child, but a beginning of a very meaningful experience, a real adventure, a real escapade. Something that will go down in the history books for you, Cancer. Something that won't be quick forgotten. I feel for some of you, you're really banking on your children right now. And you're being a little bit hard-assed, but a little bit firm with them because you want them to have the opportunities. For others, it's just the fact that you are really trying to bring in all the best qualities of yourself that you can, to be faithful, loyal, have good intentions, but also not to be walked over. You know, the Queen of Swords will not allow anyone to walk over her. She'll just take a sword and chop off your head. You want new things as well, though. You want to bring in some newness into this. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. Okay, let's get you one of the beautiful affirmation cards from the same authors as the last true tarot cards that we were just looking at. Any affirmation, manifestational card for the future for Cancer, please, for August 2021, please, spirits and guides. What is the manifestational card for the future in August for Cancer, please? Message for August for Cancer. Spirits and guides for Cancer, August. Here we go. And we have one. It's the income card, number 16. I earn my income in a way that is right for me. So, Cancer, this really does speak about really earning your money off the back of a principle, something that's principled to you, something that you're in alignment with. You don't want to make money off of, you know, an idea, a job, you know, something that you don't believe in or that you aren't in alignment with. For an example, you wouldn't want to work for a meat company if you are a vegetarian. I know, bad example, very blunt, but it, of course, to a lesser and or whatever degree, but that's the consensus of it. You want to have an income from something that is in alignment with you, that is right for you, that you can really say, yes, I resonate with that, I do that, or I live that, or I feel that, or... Okay, Cancer? So I earn my income in a way that is right for me. Really thinking about that pentacle too, the income, making it come in alignment with what it is you want to do. We also have my enjoyment is central to all aspects of my life. Purpose, card 6. So it's about having purpose and having enjoyment through all of the aspects of life, not just, you know, work and home, but everything. You really want things to shine in August. You want your income to be coming from a reputable source that's good for you, that's right for you, that you're in alignment with, and you really want to enjoy all the aspects of life and make that central. Friends, family, work, you know, all of it. The final card I have for you is I have a partner who shares the same interests as me. Love, card 6. So if you have a partner, this is a goal that this is why you're with them. If you don't have one, this is what you envision you really want your partner to have or to be. So we have, I earn my income in the right way, in the way that's right for me. My enjoyment is central to all aspects of life, and I have a partner, or will have, who shares the same interests as me. So these are like a goals, things you may be thinking, feeling through August or further afield. Thank you so much for joining me, Cancer, for your August main monthly reading. I hope you did enjoy it and the temporary location that we're at the moment. Thank you so much for joining me. Like, share, and definitely subscribe if you've not done so already. Redski's Righteous Readings, raw and righteous, and I will see you again on the next round. Thank you so much for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. Bye all.